All right. Amazing, unlimited beings, friends, soul family, and anyone interested in manifesting your highest timelines, your highest desires, rooted in love and excitement. It's another installment of accelerating your ascension. And what do we mean, for those that don't understand ascension? When I was growing up, the word ascension meant leaving the body or a deity moving and going beyond this life or these timelines. But now, with these new energies coming into the planet, we actually have the ability to ascend into higher frequency timelines while still in the body. How exciting is that? So I'd like to talk about some tools for raising our conscious awareness and really, hey Rob, great to see you, brother. You're on it. Appreciate it. Yeah, everybody's on their own path, and the good news is that everybody's going to get there sooner or later. It's built in to the soul's template. So anybody that we may believe are not there, double check ourselves, because it's an observation, but it could be a judgment, because the ego loves to do that until we train it to understand that every single seemingly other person that we see is actually a mirror for us. And they're our greatest teachers. And it's so cool how this mirror works when we figure it out and we step out of judgment and resentment and lack of forgiveness and separation, and we go, oh, okay, I see how this works now. And then we can get excited and thank every single person for perfectly playing their role on our journey. Super cool. So let's talk about accountability and using these tools, daily tools, for raising our conscious awareness and raising our frequency, which, since we are magnetic beings in every moment, we are attracting and magnetizing to us more timelines, more people, more events of that which we are holding within our vibration, that comes down to our thoughts, our beliefs, and our frequency. And so, do you believe that you are 100% unlimited? And do you operate from that knowingness and that frequency as much as possible every day? And the key is to, as soon as we awaken from what we call the sleeping dream into this dream, and it could be reversed. We could be sleeping right now, and when we go to sleep, to bed, it could be flip-flopped. I don't know. But I love to play with these concepts and observe where my frequency is, where my thoughts are, and where my vibration is from moment to moment. And I love that sharing with people that go through the waking up in a dream transformational experience. And these are for me, the best conversations. Because we're not talking about what's wrong with the planet. Yeah, we might be, using our energy and our intentions and our observations to heal, starting with ourselves. But the higher frequency conversations are about excitement and the lack of separation, and how everybody is our greatest teacher, especially those that may still trigger us or that we may still initially judge. And then we catch it and we go, okay, there's a gift being presented here. Instead of just being a victim and pointing that everything's wrong out there, that's the mirror to what we're holding in here. So it's very powerful when we begin to figure this stuff out. And so accountability and practicing moment-to-moment awareness around what? Around any remaining 3D lower vibrational programs, such as judgments, automatics, where we automatically state that somebody else is wrong. And yeah, it's okay, you know, we're shining light on those that intend to further enslave us. However, we also send love onto them, because for all we know, they're very high vibrational beings or angels that came down here at this incredible time of this great shift to play that role so that more people would awaken. And how do you awaken more people? You get their attention. So yeah, observing all of this without becoming triggered is the key, and owning all of our low vibrational thoughts, limiting beliefs, traumas, wounds that we still may be holding on to. This is a way out, because in 5D and beyond, there can be no judgment. There can be no hatred. There's nothing but love, unity, and the higher frequencies. So as you hear that, you may be going, oh shit, I don't think I'm going to make it. Well, it's just moment to moment to moment practice. You're going to make it because it's built in. However, if you'd like to accelerate your ascension, these are some of the wonderful tools to practice. Practice catching ourselves. You know, do you wake up every morning and consciously and intentionally create your reality? Do you love on every cell of your body? Do you see anything that you desire, see and feel it as already here now? Or are you still using spell words like want, I wish, I hope, I'm trying, I need, I should? Using words like, this is hard, this is difficult. Because all those spell words are programming your subconscious for one thing, that your desire is still not here yet, or to give you an experience that's hard or difficult. Really key when you begin to see this and play with it, keyword play, and become curious and go, wow, I'm going to begin to start tracking all of my judgments, low frequency limiting beliefs, thoughts of separation, and I'm going to begin to really operate more in my heart instead of my head, because we're programmed to operate in our heads. And the whole 3D thing of inversions is set up to keep us triggered, judging, keep us in separation, and stating that the problem is out there. Super key. Begin to practice this stuff and everything shifts in your reality. So ask yourself, do you believe in this moment that you are truly 100% unlimited? And your ego might go, yeah, I'm 100% unlimited. However, do you move throughout the day with that excitement in your heart and in your frequency? Really key. It's the difference when we wake up and we consciously and intentionally create our reality. Today's going to be an incredible day filled with magic, miracles, and synchronicities, and really feel it in your body. And if anything creeps in that's a doubt or a belief, stop and shine the light of awareness on it and go, there's still a little piece there. Okay, so I'm going to ramp up my frequency. I'm going to come right back to, I'm creating my reality in every moment. I'm responsible for these timelines that I'm magnetizing into my world, whether I'm magnetizing abundance or whether I still may have some fear around money. That's one of the biggest programs on the planet. fake money, you know? So looking at this stuff and observing it with calm, conscious awareness begins to dismantle these old programs that we may still be holding on to. I'm playing with this stuff every day, just like everybody else, but I've never found more powerful and more effective and accelerated tools than the tools that I share in this process. And if you're interested in this, great. The book's on sale, 50% right now. If you'd like to pick it up, it's super cheap and it'll change your life. You'll get a daily tracking sheet. It's so simple that you fill out every day. And if you're not interested in purchasing anything right now or investing, the YouTube channel is filled with, I think, 200 to 300 hours of transmissions like this. We can just pick it up, take notes, write it down. But the key is to not have the ego go, yeah, that sounds really good. One must commit to actually using these tools every day from moment to moment to moment. And you're not always going to be thinking about it. Sometimes you might be in nature and you're just in the present moment. You're there. But those times when you get triggered or you get frustrated or you go into fear or you go into lack, this is the time to use the tools where you stop and you go, okay, here's an old program, fear, doubt, or limitation that I still have a little piece of or a big piece of. So you shine the light on it. How do you do it? You stop the mind from running. You take some deep breaths. Super helpful if you smile, because that relaxes every cell in your body. And then ask the $1 trillion question. What is this attempting to show me or teach me about me? This is 100% accountability. This is your get out of hell free card. What is this trigger or this low vibrational thought, fear, lack, attempting to show me about me? And you sit with that. And just by shining your awareness on this trigger or trauma or wound, it starts to dissolve very quickly. And you thank it and you love it, because guess what? Every single thing that's happened to you has been part of your agreed upon soul contract before you came into this incarnation. Play with that. You may not desire to admit that, because for most of my life I was like, there's no way I would have ever chosen this amount of pain and suffering in my life. And that was my story. So I was in resistance. I was in resistance. I was in resistance. So what does resistance do? It attracts more like frequency people, scenarios, dramas, or loving, high vibrational, abundant timelines, people, and events into your reality. But the only way to begin to attract more abundance, more health, more incredible people, loving relationships, synchronicities, and what we may call magic and miracles, which is really just us getting out of the way and understanding that when we create from love and joy and gratitude and compassion, our magnet is at the highest strength. And there's nothing that we cannot create. If anybody has any questions, feel free to pop it in the comments. I may be able to answer it, or we can all shine some light on it together. But usually when I'm doing a live, the first person to ask a question gives other people to feel safe to ask another question. And I used to go to these 3-day weekends with one of my mentors beginning in 2001 when I lived in San Diego. And it was a man named Don Miguel Ruiz who wrote the 4 Agreements, The Mastery of Love, Beyond Fear, and The Voice of Knowledge. And I could feel in my body, we were in these small groups in the very beginning, and then it got to be bigger and bigger groups as the years went on. And we would lock in for 2.5 days, once a month, from Friday night until Sunday afternoon. And when I had a question that I desired to ask. I could feel fear come up in my body because I didn't know how anybody else was going to react to my question, and I didn't know if I was going to be judged. And there were weekends where I didn't ask my question, and I went home at the end of the weekend and I did not feel uplifted. And every single time that I had the courage or the excitement or the safety to ask my question, I had a big aha moment, and I always left super high. So if anybody has any questions around healing, conscious awareness, raising your frequency and vibration, law of attraction, pop it in. And if I can shine any light on it, or we can get a conversation going around it. This is why I do lives, because it gives people an opportunity to be interactive. And if you don't have a question, that's cool too. So back to accountability and attracting or practicing moment-to-moment awareness. So again, do you believe that you're 100% unlimited? That's a really good starting place, because if you ask yourself that question and do that level of inquiry, and you have a journal, or you have, the tracking sheet. I know that many of you have gone through the course, have purchased the book. It's super, super powerful, because in a journal you can write down, I still have judgments around other people. I still have judgments around money. I still have fear around speaking my truth. I'm working a job that I don't like, yet I have an income, so I'm feeling fear to stepping into what I really love, which is doing art or playing music or working with the wild jungle doggies or animals or teaching people. I don't feel like I'm quite still there yet. I ran that program for so long, and it wasn't until the universe forced me to either step into my truth when I came to Thailand with only $650 US to my name. I either had to step into finishing this book. Well, first I got a job coaching men with a company in the UK. But then when that didn't pan out the way I desired and I wasn't being paid what I was worth, it was like, okay, you either have to go back to the US and get a job, or finish the notes that you wrote to yourself, which ended up becoming this book. And so I went, there's no way I'm going back to working 40 hours a week for doing something I don't absolutely love. And for those of you that don't know, I was a recording engineer for almost 30 years. I still am, but I don't have a studio in Thailand here because it's just different here. So I'm still playing music every day. I'm working with the wild jungle dogs. Some of you may have seen the posts. Keeps me very busy, and I'm out in nature every day because it's gorgeous here. And I'm just living a really simple life. It's 8:33 right now. Verification. I'm doing only what I love. And yeah, it took a little bit of courage to step into that. But I can tell you that you are loved beyond anything you can even comprehend. And I mean that. I didn't believe that for the longest time, and I'm still taking it in, because the more that I trust, the more incredible people show up that want to co-create. They donate to the wild jungle doggies. They desire to go through the waking up in the dream transformational experience. They have ideas for collaborations, and they little by little, or they just jump and they go, fuck it. I'm going to step into this, and I'm going to trust that the universe is going to go, all right, we've been waiting for you to step into your passion and purpose. And here's another super valuable key that has come into my awareness recently. Anytime you are in a situation where you don't absolutely love it, or you're being challenged, whether it's a job or health or wealth or abundance, I can guarantee you 1,000,000% that is the tap on the shoulder that something so much greater is attempting to come through to you. Because what happens is, when we come in to this incarnation, we had to agree as part of our soul contract that we would forget that we are 100% unlimited divine beings. And one of my goals is to mirror people and to mirror Jeff every day to remember that I am, capital I, capital A, capital M, I am, we are 100% unlimited. And when you begin to play with that and test it out, at first you might just dip your toe in the water, and then you're like, this stuff works. Every time I trust and I follow my passion of what gets me excited, and I share that with others, all the other like-minded people and events and abundance in synchronicities and ways automatically get magnetized into my reality. Isn't that interesting? And the more that we awaken to this truth of just how powerful we are, and we stop blaming the external, and I'm not saying anybody on this call or that watches this replay is doing this. I'm just saying I journey with people that have been taught to do that. We've all been taught to do that. We had to forget. And little by little, we awaken and we go, something's really wrong here. Something's really wrong. When I go out into nature, I see unlimited abundance. Trees, butterflies, dragonflies, animals, running water, waterfalls, you name it. Mother Nature is 100% unlimited. And it's such an incredible mirror, which is why people love being in nature. And I have to get out there every day. I just have to. And so I've set up a place here in Thailand where I have the most amount of freedom that I have, that really allows me to do what's in my heart. And when we step into and share our own unique gifts, everything just naturally becomes magnetized to us, because we're attracting it by being in our heart and sharing that which we love with other people. Any questions around any of this? To me, raising our conscious awareness and doing the inner healing is the only game in town. Everything else is a distraction. And that's what the 3D is attempting to do. You can see. They're attempting to keep us distracted every moment with drama, 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 fear, fear, fear. Here's another huge key. It's okay to unplug. You don't have to, watch the media, which is 100% fake. You know it. Everything's inverted. Everything. Total fear and lack all day long. It's the same program no matter what country. You can look, they're all doing the same agenda at the same time. Isn't that interesting? And yet, you knew when you came into this incarnation that you would awaken. And you would be part of one of the greatest shifts in recorded history. Are you excited? Can you get excited about that? And what is it that you truly love that maybe you don't feel like yet that you feel safe enough to jump or to step into. Just admitting it or shining the light on it and smiling, which relaxes your body and takes away all that feeling of fear or intensity, using your breath and tuning in every day and going, wow, I love that I finally chose to do exactly what I love and what brings me joy. And every day, more magic and abundance and the right people and the right circumstances and events just show up in my reality. And you see it is already here now, never in the future. You never use the words want, I need, I wish. Those are weak spell words. Why? Because your subconscious can only take a direct order. Why didn't they teach us this in school? Isn't that interesting? One of my favorite 3-word mantras, because it's neutral. Isn't that interesting? It's not a judgment, it's observation. And when we're in observation and we're not in judgment, we're paying attention and we're neutral. And we can dismantle that stuff so much quicker. Okay? So, any questions? Oh, here's another thing. I would write this down. Maybe come back and watch this if you found it valuable. Every single limiting belief that you may have is a 100% lie. It's a 3D program. It's not who you are. Again, you are 100% unlimited. And when I realized that this was one of the huge keys to manifestation, I wrote that down in huge capital letters, capital I, capital A, capital M, unlimited. And I put it around my place to remind myself every single day, every single morning when I woke up, and I create my reality with excitement, like a little kid on Christmas morning or on his birthday, and I get my frequency going, and I see that stuff is already here now. And guess what began to happen? Things just started showing up without any hard work or struggle. If you believe that you have to work hard, then you're sending that instruction to your subconscious. And guess what? Your reality is going to mirror difficulty and things being hard. If you believe bullshit statements like no pain, no gain, that's a 3D matrix limiting belief if I ever heard one. And so many people believe that. You have to work hard. I would drop that like a hot burning potato. Everything in my reality shows up with ease. When you begin to magnetize that into your field every day, every morning, and the people that go through the waking up in the dream process, they set alarms on their phone, 12 of them every day. And they can set them on silent if they're working or doing something else, but that notification will be there, and they can stop and they can go, okay, I'm going to create my reality again like I did when I awakened this morning while my head was still on the pillow, before those 50 to 80,000 thoughts started running over and over and over. All that stuff's going to get done. But the people that take time, as soon as they awaken while their head's still on their pillow, and they consciously and intentionally ramp up their cells by loving on their body and thanking their innate intelligence for unconditionally loving them in every moment since they've been in the womb. And then they see anything they desire is already here now. And if a doubt pops in, they sit there a little longer and they go, nope, those doubts are lies. Those doubts are lies. I'm unlimited. Boom. And then you high five yourself. That's what I do before I get out of bed. And I'm like, this is going to be another incredible day. And I program my subconscious that every single day just got better and better and better and better. So see what I'm doing to my subconscious? I'm stating that every day of my life just kept getting better and better and better and better. And I just program it and I program it and I program it. And guess what happens? Every single day of my life just keeps getting better and better and better. Doesn't mean that I don't ever get triggered. It doesn't mean that I don't ever have a judgment. But as soon as I do, I catch it and I stop and I go through the process. What is this trying to show me or teach me about me? And then, if you're really paying attention and you really want to dismantle stuff, you thank every single person that you may have judged or that triggered you. Why? Because they're perfectly playing their role to raise your level of awareness. It's really great stuff. Really great stuff. So I'm going to leave you with that. Here's some links if anybody's interested. And yeah. StreamYard kind of discombobulates the link if it's longer, but there's links for the book, links if you're interested in doing some one-on-one mentorship or sessions. The way I work it is, you just go to the link there, portal2awakening.com/transform. Fill out this super simple sheet. So I'll have some information about what you would like to accomplish, create, or clear. And then I'll get on a free call with you. No obligation, and I mean it. It's not a sales call. If you are not 100% committed to going through a 30-day journey or a 90-day journey, it's not your time. And I don't desire to pull anybody uphill. I learned that a long time ago. So yeah, but you'll learn something great. You'll get mirrored. You'll have some tools. So if you're interested in doing it, check it out and check out the testimonials because they're powerful. And, you know, I haven't found anything that's faster than this. I'm tracking every single reaction and frequency all day long and then just simply filling it out on this sheet at night. It's all mapped out for you. It's so simple. So simple. And I'm all about simple. So anyway, thank you for everybody that has stayed on the call. If this resonates with you and you'd like to share it with other people, please do. Because we're all uplifting the collective, one thought, one moment at a time. And when people feel supported, they just start to feel safe and they accelerate. Send love to everyone, even the ones that are doing, diabolical stuff. Send them love. Don't be in resistance. You don't have to condone what they're doing, and, they're going to be held accountable. But don't hold any funky, judgmental, low vibrational frequency or hatred or lack of forgiveness. If there's anybody in your life that you still have not forgiven 100%, forgive them. Otherwise, you're going to keep attracting situations and people until you learn it and figure it out. And would you really like to know how you can be sure that you've really forgiven somebody? When you can thank them for perfectly playing their agreed upon role that was part of your agreed upon soul contract. The ego's not going to like that in the beginning, but it's your key to your freedom. Absolutely. So anyway, big love to all of you. What an exciting time. And if you'd like to, go to the website and get on the mailing list, you won't miss any of these transmissions, no matter what time zone you're in. So big love from Thailand. Have an incredible day or evening wherever you're at. And share this out if it resonates with you. All right? Catch up to you soon.